Today, we're going to explore how the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed Bin Salman, spends his whopping net worth. Before we go on though, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done that already to receive more amazing videos like this. Mohammed Bin Salman is the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia and heir to the throne of the kingdom. The 33-year-old would take over the throne from his father, King Salman bin Abdulaziz. Mohammed Bin Salman, or MBS as he is popularly called, controls vast resources of the royal family, including their huge net worth. He controls resources and assets valued at over $2 trillion and has over the years indulged in a very lavish lifestyle, spending huge amounts of money on properties and luxury items. He is also a highly controversial member of the Saudi royal family, being involved with many wars such as the Yemen humanitarian conflict, the Qatar blockade, and the death of Jamal Khashoggi, who the CIA concluded was killed on his orders. Let's take a walk through his spending lifestyle so as to give you a view of the type of opulence he commands. The Saudi royal family has always been proud of their huge spending, not hiding their acquisition of luxury yachts, customized cars, and ridiculously expensive houses. They even use gold leaf toilet paper plucked from a golden dispenser. Most of this wealth comes from the huge oil reserves of the country, which is solely controlled by the state of Saudi Arabia. When it comes to the spending of the royal family, the Crown Prince is one of the heaviest spenders. Take a look at some of his most expensive acquisitions. In 2017, the 33-year-old Crown Prince Mohammed Bin Salman spent $450.3 million for Leonardo da Vinci's 500-year-old painting Salvator Mundi. Purchasing it through a proxy buyer to conceal his identity, the painting is, according to official record, one of the most expensive paintings in his collection. But he does have other numerous expensive pieces of artwork sourced from all over the world, and he prides himself in his collection. The painting, which is also known as Jesus Christ, was a record for an art auction and the highest amount sold for a painting, as the Crown Prince outbid all his competitors by a huge margin. The painting is now in the Louvre Museum in Abu Dhabi, UAE. The prince paid a whopping $300 million for the Chateau Louis XIV. Located in France, the house is called the world's most expensive home by Fortune magazine, and the price of it makes it sit at the top of expensive properties in the world. The chateau, which has 10 bedrooms, indoor and outdoor pools, a cinema, a wine cellar, and a moat with a transparent underwater chamber, is one of the prince's most prized possessions. The house is located on one of France's prime real estate locations, not far from Paris. Some dignitaries like Beyoncé have paid visits to the chateau, and it was rumored that Beyoncé would commence her engagement to Jay-Z at the location. When asked about his spending after the purchase of the chateau, the prince said, "I'm a rich person and not a poor person. I'm not Gandhi or Mandela. I'm a member of the ruling family that existed for hundreds of years before the founding of Saudi Arabia," thus justifying his earnings for himself. The Saudi royal family owns the most expensive yachts and luxurious boats in the world, including the $1 billion super yacht that is owned by the whole family. The Crown Prince himself is also a huge fan of these purchases and has acquired a super yacht worth a whopping $500 million. He uses the yacht extensively for his travels and cruises around the Gulf and has some private events on the yacht. The yacht features 7 pools, master bedrooms, and an onboard team of staff ready for service, doing everything from cuisines to spa treatments and butler services. The yacht is described by fans and admirers as a 7-star hotel on the water. The Serene is one of the largest yachts in the world, with an overall length of 439 feet and 4 inches and a beam that's 60 feet wide. But recently, she suffered some substantial damage to her hull at the bow when she ran aground on a shallow rock reef in the Red Sea. Mohammed Bin Salman has a fleet of up to 200 exotic cars, including his gold customized Lamborghini Aventador and his collection of gold Porsches. Although he is not the only one. His father, the king, also owns a fleet of expensive cars, ranging from classic to sport types. The Crown Prince considers himself an enthusiast and is always in correspondence with car companies for future customization projects of cars he would want. As the defense minister, the Crown Prince invests a lot of wealth into the acquisition of weapons of war. With his position, he has had arms contracts with the US, Britain, and Russia for the acquisition of various fighter jets, ballistic missiles, to which he has used to greatly improve the military strength of Saudi Arabia, and has invested in nuclear research. Sadly, though, this means he has taken an integral part in the war in Yemen, assisting the fighting against the Houthi rebels, but mostly at the loss of civilian lives. The Crown Prince has influenced the war in Yemen, funding the government in the struggle, a struggle that has turned into one of the worst humanitarian disasters in modern history. This is one of his most controversial involvements in politics. The Crown Prince is a huge investor in many established companies, having a huge worth of shares in Apple, Google, Facebook, and several other big corporations. He has diversified his income, and during his time as leader, he sought to diversify the income of the country too, from oil to an alternative source such as tourism and real estate. He owns several companies too, and has accumulated a personal net worth of more than $7 billion, which he uses for maintaining his ostentatious lifestyle. Mohammed Bin Salman also owns the English football club Newcastle, and it is one of his prized possessions. The prince himself confirmed this as the chairman of the club. He reportedly wanted to purchase more clubs, but his attempt was rebuked due to reports about his involvement in the Yemen conflict and Jamal Khashoggi. The Crown Prince is a fan of travel and loves traveling the world, visiting many countries and meeting with many dignitaries such as Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook, Michael Bloomberg, Morgan Freeman, Queen Elizabeth II, and multiple American presidents and first ladies, making him basically the face of Saudi Arabia and the decider of their foreign policy. The prince prides himself on being an anti-corruption activist and is actually very concerned with his expenditure. He isn't the type of person who would go to the Bahamas and splurge $1 million on gambling and women. He spends his money buying things for himself that he can appreciate. In his time as Deputy Prime Minister, the economy of Saudi Arabia blossomed to greater heights than ever before. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, check out our channel to see more videos just like this. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can always get the newest amazing content.